My name is Raphael Munnings, affiliated, I'm sure, well, some of you may or may not know, with a group from the Bahamas called The Beginning of the End. Originally recorded a song called Punky Nassau in 1971. Song sold in excess of 2 million copies at that time. That was 37 years ago, and I call it The Beast That Wouldn't Die. The song has just gone on to far outlive the group. No one knew who the group was at the time, and they still don't know who the group is. So, actually, I was more than happy to do this interview because, like you said, it will be a part of the internet experience, and it will expose some of what we did to the world. And really, I think it's going to help us. I was more than happy to once you offered the extended invitation to say, hey, let's do it. It's very interesting how I got here this time to Grand Bahama or Freeport. I'm affiliated with a young man that I feel he's going places, and he's very energetic, very positive about his career. Anwar Rolle, I'm speaking about. I came with him on his invitation to participate with a group out of the United States, at least 500 federal lawyers, and he invited me to do a cameo performance on his show, and we did the show last night, and we should have had the camera there last night. Thinking about it now, because all of the lawyers and I thought they were going to be a little stiff or whatever, but they really loosened up by the end of the night. They were hanging from the rafters. They had requested through Anwar that we were able to play a lot of the 50s, 60s, and 70s music of that era, and it played right into our hands because, of course, being prepared, he rehearsed the band for the last week, very intense rehearsals in Nassau. And we came here and did from Chubby Checker to New York, New York. So all in between, and one or two island tunes as well, but that is what they requested, the type of music they wanted. I can never go on stage without doing Punky Nassau as a part of the repertoire. And of course, they knew the song because in year 2000, Dan Aykroyd and John Goodman and Erica Badu redid Punky Nassau as a part of their Blues Brothers 2000 presentation. So that introduced the song to a whole new market of younger people that would have never heard it before. And so, like I said, being originally recorded in 1971, it just gave the song a whole brand new life. Ray Munnings or Raphael Munnings, either one, for the last 15 years, I've more or less like gone underground. My own doing, of course. My son is now 25 years old, and I wanted to make sure that he went to college and had all the things that a young man like that is supposed to have. And I felt at the time if I had stayed in the music, maybe that wouldn't have happened because, as you know, being a performer, you're on the road all the time and you're away from the family and home. And so I really dedicated and devoted 15 years of my life to making sure that he got what was supposed to happen. I've been in the music very little, but I've really started a video production company in Nassau myself. And our forte is more or less the destination weddings. We've done a lot of high-end weddings, and we've done a lot of the regular weddings. And I enjoy that because you give someone a memory of a day that will live in their memories forever. So we capture the moment, and so we're selling wedding dreams and experiences. The company's called U-Star Video Productions, and I know this is an ad, so more on that later.
The check is on the mail.
Yeah, yeah, in the mail, yes, that's right. I've been talking about going back in the studio for the last 10 years. I'm going back this year for sure, 2008. I am going to go back and record some things because it's long, long overdue. My father had an expression, Freddie Munnings Sr., that youth is wasted on the young. And I saw the opposite in Anwar. He's a very young, energetic, very creative, very positive thinking young person, a musician that is not just interested in finding a job. He wants to be able to create work for other Bahamian musicians and inspire them to do more with their talent and, of course, whatever energies they might have. So if you're going to get into the business, be serious about it, and be the best that you can be as a musician or an entertainer or a dancer, whatever you decide to do. There's a lot. The Bahamas is now growing in leaps and bounds. As you know, here on this island, I think at the Westin end, they've got a $4 billion project going on. In Nassau, they've got at least two other $4 billion projects that are in progress right now. So looking down the road and with the foresight and the vision that I'm seeing, we're going to have to tighten up our bootstraps, and we're going to have to also be ready because we're going to be invaded by entertainers and musicians. We don't have only 300,000 Bahamians in existence, so we're going to need much more entertainers, much more musicians, more of everything. So, but the Bahamians should always have the pick of the litter, the cream of the crop. So we have to be ready for all these things come on stream, and I would say I see a bright future. It's bleak right now, but I see a very bright future in the entertainment business for Bahamians and Bahamian entertainers.